So good morning, everybody. You're welcome to today's session. So today we're going to be talking about lot sizes. Um, Yesterday we spoke about calculating of pips and how to determine the lot size you should use per trade. Now, yesterday we understood that um, it doesn't make sense for you to say it's 0.01 that I want to be using throughout. No, there are some trades that will require you to use more lot size. It all depends on your calculation. All right. It all depends on your calculation that will determine the kind of lot size to use. All right. And so um, I'm going to quickly introduce you to this particular app. Right now, this app is called, let me share my phone screen with you. Now that you know the lot sizes, all right, you know how to calculate lot sizes. A lot of you saw the kind of lot sizes to use on Telegram. That's the assignment that we did. And so you know very well. So now you need to now know how to use Stinu, Stinu. That's the name of the app, Stinu. So if you don't have it, please download it and get it. Stinu. Okay. So how does it work? Now that you know how to calculate lot size, it works like the calculator of shifts, but of course, you are not using shifts. You got the trade from somewhere. It could be from a group, it could be from Telegram, and all of that. So here you type in your account size. So let's say you have $500. You type in what do you want to risk? You want to risk maximum of, let's say, 1% per trade. All right. Sorry. Let me get this 500, 1%. All right. Then now you've been able to understand how to calculate stop loss. So put in the stop loss value. This will be what you need to be doing every time you see a trade on Telegram. Don't rush into it. Every single time you see a trade on Telegram, calculate the stop loss, input the stop loss here. So let's say you saw a stop loss and the stop loss says 24 pips. All right. Then you select the currency pair. So let's say the currency pair is, say, a CAD JPY. Select CAD JPY, and then you click on calculate. All right. So it's telling you that it will start calculating from 24 pips. So if the stop loss is 24 pips, you should use 0.02 on your 500. If it is 25 pips, it's still 0.02. If it is 26 pips, 0.02. If it is 27 pips, this is almost 0.02 as well. You guess. So it keeps breaking it down for you. If it is 50 pips, 0.01. Can you see that? That's the beautiful thing about Stinu. So a lot of you have submitted the assignments yesterday. So let me go to, okay, should I go to, no, let me do that later. Or let me see whether I can connect. I can see on my phone study group. All right. So, God, who is this person calling? I can't pick a call right now. All right. So CAD JPY. Okay, let's look at the trades that were called yesterday. GBPAUD. All right. I think the stop loss for this one was, let me confirm. I want to see some people that have done the assignments and look at what they've done. I'm not sure, but I'm just going to look at one response. So the first one was GBPAUD, and this stop loss was 117 pips. That was what the person wrote. So let me just use it. 117 pips. 117 pips. All right. Okay. Select currency pair, GBP AUD. All right. Calculate. So on my $500 for 117 pips, it says 0.06. That means that I cannot trade this on $500. Do you understand? I cannot, because minimum is 0.01. Do you understand? So $500 cannot trade at GBP AUD. So let's go back again. Euro GBP was called and the stop loss was 98 pips. So let's type in that 98 pips. Let's calculate that. Which one is the Euro GBP? Euro GBP, calculate. So can a $500 enter this? No, a $500 cannot enter it as well. Can you see that? The next that was called was GBP JPY, which was 39 pips. 39 pips. All right. That's GBP JPY. Calculate 0.01. So I can enter this on $500 because I'm risking 1%. If I'm risking 2%, maybe I will have been able to enter that Euro GBP, but 1% is more streamlined. Do you understand? That is how you do it. NZD card was 20 pips, 20 pips NZD card. So let's move on. NZD card. Where's NZD? NZD card. Calculate 0.03. Can you see now you have a bigger or higher lot size? Okay. So if you're risking 2%, you will also be able to do more. But if you don't want to expose your account to more than 4% at a time, that means if you're risking 2%, that means you can only take 2 trades at a time, or you close one before you enter another. All right. So NZD card, calculate, that's 0.06. So can you see that? So that is basically how to use Stinu. All right. So that is it for Stinu. So let's go to the topic for today. Stinu is still part of the topic for today anyway. So I'm going to share my whiteboard with you guys. So today we're going to be looking at type of lot sizes. So number one, we have the standard lot size. So if you hear one standard lot, you know what that means. Number two, we have mini. Number three, we have micro. Okay, those are the lot sizes that we have. So let's note them down. So normally, I don't want to go too deep, but standard actually contain 100,000 units. All right, 100,000 units. So it's represented by 1.0. So standard lot start from 1.0. So 1.0 and above is standard lot. Okay, mini lots it contains normally 10,000 units, and it is represented by 0.1. So 0.1 and above is mini lot. Okay, then micro contains 1,000 units, and that is 0.01. All right, so 0.1 to 0.99 will be mini. All right, micro will be 0.01 to 0.09. Okay, will be micro. So those are the lot size that you need to know. So let me explain it for you. So let's assume we have 3 traders, right? We have trader A, B, and C that deals on, say, jean wear. They sell jeans. Now, you know, for them to make profits, they can just buy single pair of jeans from the wholesaler for them to make profit. So they need to buy these jeans in bundles. So they cannot just buy one. They need to buy in bundles for them to make appreciable profits. So these bundles are what we will call lot size here. All right, these bundles. So now, assuming a trader or trader A buys 100,000 bundles of jeans, 100,000, that's trader A, bought 100,000 bundle of jeans, and trader B bought 10,000 bundles of jeans, and trader C bought 1,000 bundle of jeans. Now, you will agree with me that trader A will make more money than trader B, who will also make money more money than trader C. So what determines how many bundles of jeans they bought in the capital what determines that bundle of jeans is the capital they invested in the business. So your capital will determine how much you will eventually make. All right. So in the illustration above, right, trader A actually bought a standard lot size. Trader B actually bought a mini, and trader C actually bought a micro. Okay, so let's look at the PP equivalent, right? So let me get rid of this. Let me get rid of this. Apologies to those that already understand this topic very well, but I don't want to assume anything because I discovered that while I was talking about the bigger part when we started, some people still have issues about the basic ones. So let's conceptualize that right now. So for a standard lot size, one pip is equivalent to $10. All right. For micro, one pip is equivalent to $1. And for what's it called now? Sorry, for mini is $1, and for micro is 0.01. So this is what I mean. If these three traders, trader A, B, and C, took a trade of 50 pips, but all of them took the same trade, 50 pips. So what will happen? It means that trader A will make $500, 50 times 10, right? Trader B will make how much? $50, and trader C will make $5. That is why sometimes I do say that don't don't envy the person making $500 because you are making five. You are literally doing the same thing. It's just that your account balances are different. So you should give kudos to yourself. After interacting with a lot of people in the team, one of the reasons why they are not compelled to do the network marketing part of this business is because they feel they are making small money, which is not true. Which is not true. There was a particular person that sent me a screenshot of the amount that he made. He said, boss, I am just learning. I've been able to just make $23. I want to be like you. When I saw the screenshot, I was like, wow, I want to be like you, really. Because that guy made 230 pips because he used 0.01 throughout, 230 pips. And that day, I think I did about 90 pips or thereabout, 90 or 60 pips. Though I made more money because I used higher lot size, but that guy actually did better than me, even though he has lower funds. So that is why a lot of time Forex trader don't talk about how much they have made. So you won't ask me how much did you make today, and I say I made $1,000 today. You say, hey, Babao, you are my boss. Me, I just made 20. That's not how Forex trader thinks. Not at all. So that is why we hardly talk about the amount we make. We talk about the pips that we've been able to catch. That is how we compare our strengths, not by the amounts that we have made. I hope you understand that part. So that is about lot sizing. So it means that if you use 1.2, that means it's also equivalent to $12 per pip. If you use 1.5, it's equivalent to $15 per pip. If you use 2.0, it's equivalent to $20 per pip. So if your lot size calculator is telling you, guy, use 0.01 for this trade, which category are you? You're in the micro category. So you are making 1 cent per every pip. So if the trade does 10 pip, you just made $1. Yes, you just made $1. Like I have $200. I made $1 just from my $200. If you want more, then invest more. Add more money so that your calculator will be able to tell you to use higher lot size. That is the way Forex works. Don't increase your lot size because you want to make money. Increase your lot size because you have increased your capital. Do you understand? Good. So I want to believe that you guys understand the concept of lot sizes now. I'm going to quickly move away from this. This particular topic is not like big topic, but you just need to understand. You can, if you're not clear, you can rewatch the recordings, all right, and understand perfectly. The recording will be available shortly after this meeting. Now let's talk about leverage. What does real leverage means? Now, I'm going to define leverage. I hope you guys have your notepad. It's very important. I'm going to define leverage as the ability to use something small to control something big. All right. They call it small get big God. Who remember that statement? Small get small babe big God. All right, or big daddy. Using something small to control something big. All right, there are individuals like that. They look so small, but they can control something big. right? They look so small, but if you look at the kind of amounts they are controlling or the kind of individuals that they are controlling, I fear for them. So that is basically leverage. So I need you to understand that. So when you use something small to control something big, so in case of Forex, you are using small capital to control a larger lot size. That is what leverage means. Small capital to control bigger lot size. You know that normally you shouldn't use big lot size for this capital, but now your capital has the ability to use a higher lot size. All right. Now, to understand the concept of leverage, let's take a brief history of how Forex was initially. Now, initially in Forex, it is not anyone that is allowed to trade. I mean, in those days, not anybody can trade. Just now, we can see that currently everybody can trade, New York Stock Exchange and all of that. Now, Forex are only traded by people we call cabals at that time. And for you to be part of them, you have to be a multi-millionaire. They call them men on the Wall Street. These are the cabals. So these are usually the investment banks, the rich men, the monarchs, the big businessmen, company owners, and all of that. Those were the people that can trade Forex at that time. Technology has, made everything, has decentralized everything, and now everybody can get involved in Forex. Now, let me take New York Stock Exchange, for example. I hope you are getting it. I don't want you to find it complicated. For you to trade in the floor of New York Stock Exchange at that time, you should be making a specific amount of millions of dollars per annum for you to be able to trade. You shouldn't be owing any mortgage. If you're owing any mortgage, you cannot. All right, at that time, your tax documents must be up to date at that time and with so many useless criteria just to limit it to the elite or to the elites at that time. So also it was in Forex then. So common men like you and me wouldn't have benefited from this beautiful business. I call it beautiful and lucrative business for me, because how else do you think somebody can grow 1,000 to 80,000 without talking to people? It's possible normally. I mean, if you ask individuals like Grant Cardone, all these big business, Grant Cardone will be doing a particular show, Discovery Channel. I think it starts on the 7th of January, 2021, 6th or 7th of January. For you to have more information about that show, I want everybody here to watch that show. All right. I want everybody here to watch that show, Discovery Channel. You can follow Grant Cardone on Instagram. In fact, everybody here, you should follow him on Instagram. That guy is a billionaire. His private jet alone is world class. It's the guy that organizes the biggest event in US, the biggest entrepreneurial event in the United States. It's called 10X. So sometimes you will see Ubon King put on that cap 10X. He got it from one of the meeting. He was in the last one in the US. The biggest event. Is a billionaire, not millionaire, billionaire in US dollars. That guy is big. All right. Now, let me tell you what that program will be. Now, Discovery Channel called him and said, can you be an undercover billionaire? They do an event called Undercover Billionaire, or a program. So that program is actually tagged Undercover Billionaire. He said, we want to challenge you, Grant. Look at the challenge. Grant Cardone. Let me type it here. Grant Cardone, something like that. So everybody can see. So he said, now you can imagine somebody that is living in affluence. You have thousands of staffs. You are making millions of dollars. He has a whole lot of property. He owns the biggest property in the United States of America, maybe aside Trump, I don't know. But if you're going to count the biggest, let's say 20 biggest person in the United States, you're going to mention Grant Cardone. That is how rich and wealthy he is. His private jet alone is close to $70 million, everything in there. So you can imagine what I mean when I say it's big. So Discovery Channel posed a challenge to him. You're an entrepreneur, you're making money, cool. Now, can you make $1 million from $100? I mean, we are going to give you just $100. I will want you to use all the things that you have been teaching to grow this 100 to 1 million. That's what the program is all about. Grant Cardone said something. He said, I will not only do that, but I'm going to make a bet. So Grant Cardone went to the bank, took out $1 million. Do you know what $1 million means? That's about 470 or 480 million naira. Brought it out as a bet that I am going to do this within 90 days. I am going to do this within 90 days. So, and then the challenge started. He brought out the $1 million. And look at the rules they gave him. Number one rule, we are going to collect your phone from you. You cannot contact any of your known friends. You cannot contact any business associates. You're going to start afresh as though you don't have any contacts. Number two, no car. Like you only have $100. So if you're going to eat, if you're going to sleep, everything you need to do will be on that $100 bill. Everything. So you're going to live like a pauper. They took him to another city that he has really not been before or lived before, outside his home. That was the time, we saw Grant Cardone cried because he did the challenge. So he was telling us that we all need to watch that challenge, that you will see real tears. Like he was out from his family. He really lost his children, 2 girls. He left them for 3 months, 90 days for him to do that challenge. And camera was all over him. He was sleeping inside the old truck they gave him. He had to shave his hair so that it won't really look, because you can't use your influence, you can't use your name, you can't use anything. You need to start afresh. And the guy was able to do that challenge in 90 days. See, everything is possible if you are really hungry for it. The question is, how hungry are you? A lot of us have alternatives. That is why we are lackadaisical about it. We have alternative. We have somebody there that can help us with maybe 50K. If you have your last $100 with you, what are you going to do? That's the question. What are you going to do? And he did it. He had to go, mow for people. All these people that they call land mower, cutting grass. All right. He had to go cut grass for people. He had to do some ridiculous thing. What did the grass can do? If you know grass can do, you have to do all of those things. And he had to communicate, talking to people. That is why I said, if you are here, you are saying you cannot talk to people, you are shooting yourself by the arms. In fact, you are telling yourself you don't want to be wealthy. That is what you're telling yourself. One advice Grant Cardone told, people that are in school, in college, is this. He said, if you're in college, these are the things you should do. Yeah, you can have the grades, fine. But he said, learn how to communicate, learn how to build lasting relationship. These are the things that you are meant to be doing in school. You not just go and be studying, having first class, and then you go out all by yourself. It's just going to be like a rich dad, poor dad. The poor dad that went to the schools, but without nothing. All right. And he had to communicate, he had to talk to people, start sharing business ideas with people, telling them what it's going to do for them, and start multiplying that money gradually. Somebody that was stripped of all the things he had. He said something, he said that was the craziest thing he has ever done in his life, in his entire life. Now he understood what the poor people are going through. And he said something, no matter how poor you are, you can be rich. Only use these strategies, because he's done it over and over again. So I'm going to leave you to that. So we're talking about Forex, all right? I mean, about leverage. So I was saying that at that time, common men like you and I wouldn't have benefited from that, okay? So now, during this event of internet, the world became a global village. So in that, you can buy and sell from anywhere in the world, okay? So this led to a lot of, proliferation of forex brokers. So brokers started coming up, brokers started coming up. Now, forex broker had so many customers around the world that they could solve that single problem of capital for us. That was what brokers actually came to do. Now, those world banks, etc., they require a certain amount of money for someone to be able to trade with. But because brokers have pulled many amounts of money together, we are now allowed to trade through our brokers. Now, instead of an individual trading with $1 million, you can actually place a trade with as little as $10 because you didn't go alone. You went to the market through your broker, who is recognized by the World Bank as a formidable force because it has a large capital base. I believe this illustration is very simple. Do you all guys understand? If you understand, type in yes. Yes, I understand. Type in yes. Now you understand why the brokers are there and why they charge. They charge for spread. They charge spread, you understand? Because without the broker, you cannot trade. Do you have $1 million? In fact, you cannot boycott the brokers again. All right. Now, now your broker allows you to trade because he offers you what they call leverage in the forex market. That is what your broker offers you. He offers you leverage. So the principle of leverage is virtually multiplying down your little capital so that you can use it to buy something worth a bigger value. That is what your broker is doing. Example, we'll be filling out our forms for opening our trading account, which I mean, a lot of us have filled out our forms. So you will see different leverages. You will see 1 to 100, 1 to 500, like 1 ratio 500, 1 ratio 1000. There are some brokers that are even doing 1 ratio 2000 now. I think FXTM is doing 2000 now. All right. But don't fall for all of that. You don't need you don't need high leverage. In fact, the lower the leverage, the better for you. Okay. So we also saw it when we were opening our demo account. So if you open the demo account, you also see it there. All right. So that is how that is done. So what does it really mean? What does it really mean? Let me write out these things for you. So it means that now we have different leverages. We have leverage 1 to 50, we have 1 to 100, 1 to 200, 1 to 500, 1 to 1000, 1 to 2000. Those are basically the leverages that I know for now. Okay. So what does that mean? Say you are funding your account with, say, $500. All right. And then you use leverage 1 to 200. So it means that for every $1 that you have, it's going to appear, you're going to have a leverage of 200. For every $1 you have, it's going to appear in the market that you have $200. So now that you have $500, how much leverage do you have now? How much leverage do you have? So that means you have basically 500 times um, 500 times 200, right? That's if you're using leverage of 200. That means you have a leverage of $100,000. That's the leverage you have. So that means that the lot size of somebody that has 100,000 and the person and you that have 200, all right? If this 100,000 is not using any leverage, it's using 1 to 1, and you that you have 200, you are using 1 to 500, it means that it appears to the market as though you have the same money. So this person using 100,000, the lot size they can use will be the same lot size that you that has $200 can use. Do you understand? So that is why if somebody uses a lower leverage, you want to enter a lot size, we tell you that insufficient fund, you don't have enough fund. Not that you truly do not have enough funds to trade, but because your leverage is small. All right. So your leverage will not show to the market that you have huge amount of money. So if you have 1 to 1000, for instance, even if you have $100, you can use standard lots. You can use standard lots. But here is the dangerous part. As much as possible, avoid the high leverages. Why? Because it can tempt you to want to use high lot size. It will along the way. You will be tempted to use a higher lot size. But if you streamline your leverage, let's say you're using 1 to 100, even if you want to use a high lot size, it won't go through. That alone is enough protection for you. That alone is enough protection for you. Do not use high leverage for now. Unless you are already a big time professional, you've been trading for years, you do proper analysis, you understand how to analyze from a high time frame to a lower time frame, your entries are precise, all those ones, then you can slightly increase it. As a matter of fact, when you're trading using your broker, the bigger your account, the lower the leverage. The leverage will be changing automatically because your account is growing bigger. So someone that has a $500,000 account cannot use leverage 1 to 1,000. You won't even see the option there. All right, you won't see the option there. Even if you see 1 to 1,000, it won't really trade 1 to 1,000 for you. Okay, so as your account is growing, the leverage you can use will be reducing because now you truly have that funds. Do you understand? So if you start, say, with 1 to 1,000 and you were growing it consistently, you will discover that after a while, by the time your account gets to 100K, the leverage will be reducing, because the broker will not allow you to use a higher leverage for a big account. That means you want to go and crumble the brokers. You want to, you want to use lot size of 20,000. Lot size 20,000. That means for every pip you are making 200K. the brokers will go and pack shop. Do you understand the ideology right now? So that is leverage. I hope you guys understand the concept of leverage properly right now. And the reason why we always advise you to use a smaller leverage, a small leverage at every time. So don't be moved by the brokers trying to tell you that we have leverage of 1 to 2,000 safe, as though is a promo. No, don't be moved by that. All right. So that is basically what I wanted to discuss with you today, for you to understand the meaning of leverage, for you to know how to use Stinu application. Now that you know how to calculate lot size, your Stinu application will be the next thing for you to do. So the assignment that you'll be doing today is this. The assignment you did yesterday, try to impute those values on your Stinu app based on the account balance you intend to start with for 2021. So if you intend to start with 500, input all of that in your Stinu app. Then tell us, out of all those trades, which one will you be able to pick and what lot size will you be able to use if you are risking 1% of your account? If you are risking 1% of your account, what lot size will you be able to use based on the amount you want to start with? Do you understand? That is just the simple assignment for today. Now, any questions so far? Let me allow you guys to be able to unmute yourself at this point. And please, let's be responsible with that so that we can discuss. So you guys, you can always unmute yourself right now if you want to. If you have any question, not just for today, the previous sessions that we've done, if you have any questions, please ask your questions now. Please, what of those who are not ready to do the networking? If you're not ready to do the networking, then take it cool for yourself. Have some funds for you to always resubscribe. You get, have some fun. But really, I will always encourage you guys, at least be a customer and let 2 people join you. There is a plan that was recently launched now. It's called 2 and Free. So when 2 people join you, your net subscription is free. So even if you are not doing networking, it shouldn't be as bad as not having 2 people that can trust you. If you don't have 2 people that can trust you on your mobile phone, then you need to delete all your friends. You need to change that phone and delete all contacts there. Because really your net worth is your network. I mean, your network is your net worth. That is it. And that's one of the things I learned from Grant Cardone. As influential as he is, he's a big time networker, right? He believes in people. You need people to get to where you want to get to. That's the truth about life. See, One thing you need to understand is this: we have always been doing network marketing right from the time we were given birth to. I think I shared that video with you guys, right? In fact, it is inbuilt, right? Immediately you came out from your mother's womb, right? You needed to get the breast in your mouth, and then you started crying for that. You started crying. What are you doing? Network marketing is about, selling yourself, selling yourself to get what you want. So at that time, it was cry that and as you were developing, as you were growing, you started, you know, using other strategies. You were not crying again. You started using other strategies to get what you wanted. All right. I mean, it could be through negotiation. It could be through telling somebody. I mean, you want to get school fees from your father and all of that. All those things are marketing. You are marketing yourself. You are marketing a plan and showing somebody that, see, if you do this, this is what I'm going to do. So all of us are inbuilt marketers. The only difference between myself and you is that I decided to fine tune that. You decided not to fine tune that, but you are already, whether you like it or not. So people already know Forex networking, and most times if they don't make money, they stop paying. So that is where leadership comes in. So that is what I mean by fine-tuning your skill set. It's a skill set, all right? You cannot do it the same way you've been doing every other business. So I will say to you categorically, Mr. John, that you're already a networker. You just need to fine-tune your skill set and become professional at what you do. That is it. Everybody here, you guys are all networkers. Just be professional at it. So that is why this book is really recommended. GoPro. You guys should go read GoPro by Eric Warren. You guys should go read it. How many books have you read on network marketing? There is a book called How to Influence Your Friends. Um, I've forgotten the full name, How to Influence Your Friend and something like that. Go and read that book. Then you will understand the professionalism that is involved in it. All right. So worst case scenario, have two people join you. So what we're going to be doing for people that really want to do this, but they don't know how to, all right, they are not confident, we're going to help you because we want you all to, at least everybody here, I want you to be an example to other people that have not been able to join us in this training at all. And my goal is that by January, you all should be at least a consultant. A consultant earns $500 a month. So how can I help you to achieve that? So we are going to do a training, a Forex training like this, something similar, but we are not going to make it basic, all right? Basic. And we're going to say to you to invite your friends for that training. So all you need to do is to invite your friends that you know that they are capable of joining our community. So you invite them, say like 20. And what we're going to be doing is trainings like this. Just tell them that we are organizing a free Forex training. We can do a flyer for that, you get. So say by the time you have, say 20, 30, 40 people, okay, join that training. We can make it a 2 day training or a 1 day training. It's going to be something similar, but we're going to go to the very basics. We're going to show them the tools that we use to make money and all of that. And at the end of the training, we're going to encourage them to be part of us. So in this case, you are not actually the one doing any convincing. You are inviting them as though you also want to be part of the training. So guy, there is a Forex training and it's free. I mean, we're going to be having some amazing educators and all of that. And then you and let them know that you're also going to be joining. So just invite them neutrally. Don't sell anything to them. All right, we're going to have that. Maybe it's going to be a weekend so that everybody can join. But I believe that at this point, at this time, most people will be at home, right? A lot of companies have closed for the year. So maybe we can do it. Let me look at my calendar so we can plan it well. So we can do a flyer for you guys. Let's do it on what do you guys think about 4th 4th of January? 4th of January. This time, 12 noon, 4th of January. That's Monday, next Monday. What do you guys think? You can always unmute yourself if you want to speak. Let's communicate. At this point, I think I need to stop recording.